back once again. Today's video is all about finding the sum and product of the roots of a quadratic equation. So the title itself suggests that first, we need to find the roots of our quadratic equation. Now once we have the roots, we're going to add them to get the sum, and we're going to multiply the roots in order to get the product. Now let's try this equation. For example, we have x squared plus 7x plus 12 equals 0. So first, we need to find the roots. So I'll be finding the roots using the method factoring. So let's begin. So we're going to factor our first and our third term. So the factor of x, we have x and x in order to get x squared. Now to get 12, I'm going to have 4 and 3 because when you add 4 and 3, we will get 7x. Okay, so that is 4x, and then you have x times 3, that is 3x, so we will get 7x. So we need to have it positive. So it should be x plus 4 and then x plus 3. Next step is that we equate the two factors to 0. So we have x plus 4 equals 0. The other one is x plus 3 equals 0. Then we solve for our x. So x equals 4 to the right, it will become negative 4. And then 4 to the left, 3 to the left will become negative 3. Therefore, our roots, we have x equals negative 4 and x equals negative 3. Okay? So again, the roots are x equals negative 4 and x equals negative 3. Now we are going to get the sum. So the sum is that we're going to add them. So we will have x sub 1 plus x sub 2 equals negative 4 plus negative 3. We will get negative 7. So the sum is negative 7. And the product, so we are going to multiply. So we have x sub 1 times x sub 2 equals, so substitute, you have negative 4 times negative 3. So you will get negative and negative will become positive. So 4 times 3, that is equal to 12. So there you have it. The sum is negative 7 and the product is positive 12. Now, do you know that we don't have to go throughout this process in order to actually get the sum and product of the roots of our quadratic equation? So if you want to know how, then watch my video till the end. And again, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Finding the sum and product of the roots of a quadratic equation even without finding the actual roots is now possible and even made easy. Thanks to the mathematicians in the past, for they gave us these two wonderful formulas. So to get the sum, we just use the formula x sub 1 plus x sub 2 is equal to negative b over a. And to get the product, we just use the formula x sub 1 times x sub 2 is just equal to c over a. Now let's try to apply these formulas with the equation x squared plus 7x plus 12 equals 0. We already know that the sum is equal to negative 7 and the product is equal to 12. Now let us see if these formulas work. Okay, so let's try. We have x squared plus 7x plus 12 equals 0. So the value of our a is 1, the value of our b is 7, and the value of our c is 12. So let's use the formula. So x sub 1 plus x sub 2 is equal to negative b over a. So the value of b is 7. So we copy the negative sign, and then the value of b is 7, and the value of our a is 1. So we have negative 7 over, this is 1. So we have negative 7 over 1 is just equal to negative 7. So therefore, we have the same answer. So the formula really works. Now let's try the product. So let us see if we can really get positive 12 using this formula. So you have the value of your C is 12 and the value of your A is 1. And 12 over 1 is indeed equal to 12. So we still got the same product. Okay, so let's try another equation. Say for example, we have the equation x squared plus 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now let's try to get the sum and let's try to get the product. So the sum, remember the formula, x sub 1 plus x sub 2 equals negative b over a. So the value of our b is positive 5. So we copy negative and then value of b is 5 and the value of our a is 1. So negative 5 over 1 is just equal to negative 5. Therefore, the sum of the roots is equal to negative 5 in the equation x squared plus 5x minus 3 equals 0. Now let's try to get the product. So we follow the formula x sub 1 times x sub 2 is just equal to c over a. Now the value of our c is negative 3. And the value of our a is 1. Therefore, the product negative 3 over 1 is equal to negative 3. So the product is equal to negative 3. So as easy as A. In connection to the topic earlier, this time, given the roots, we will be finding the quadratic equation. So we have the equation again, x squared plus 7x plus 12 equals 0. So we already know that when we solve this by factoring, we can get the roots x equals negative 4 and x equals negative 3. Okay, so just a quick review. Let's try to solve. So the factor of x squared is x, and the factor of 12, that is 4 and 3. So 4 and 3, 4x and 3x will make 7x. So therefore, this one is positive here. And then to solve for the value of x, we're going to equate our factors to 0. Equals 0 and x plus 3 equals 0. So we will now get, to solve for x, we will now get x equals negative 4 and x equals negative 3. So we were given the equation, we got the roots x equals negative 4 and x equals negative 3. Now this time we do the reverse. What if we are given the roots and then we need to find the equation? So we reverse the process. So our goal this time is to get x squared plus 7x plus 12. So you have x equals negative 4 and x equals negative 3. Okay, so we are just going to work backwards. So in this case, to get the equation x squared plus 7x plus 12 equals 0, these are the steps that we need to do. So here, you equate the factors to 0. This time, we're going to combine the factors. So you have x, negative 4 to the left will become positive 4. And the other one, negative 3 to the right, transfer to the left will become x plus 3. And the two factors equate to 0. So next step, in order to get this equation, we're going to apply FOIL method. So that is, first terms, you multiply, you will get x and x, that is x squared. Next are the outside terms. So you have x and 3, when you multiply, you will get positive 3x. And then we have the inner terms. So you have 4 and x will make 4x. And then the last term, 4 and 3, that is equal to 12. Equals 0, combine like terms. So you have x squared, 3x and 4x, that is equal to 7x plus 12 equals 0. So there you go. We got x squared plus 7x plus 12 equals 0. Now let's try another. Okay, so let's try. Okay, say for example, we have the roots x equals negative 2 and x equals 5. So what is the quadratic equation? So again, the first thing you need to do is that we're going to place the factors side by side with each other. So constant to the left. So x, negative 2 to the left will become positive 2. And positive 5 to the left will become negative 5. So you will have x minus 5. These two factors equal to 0. And then we apply FOIL method. So x and x, that is x squared. X and negative 5, that is negative 5x. 2 and x, that is positive 2x. And 2 and negative 5, that is equal to negative 10 equals 0. Combine like terms. So in this case, negative 5x and 2x. Since the signs are different, then we subtract. So you have x squared, negative 5x and 2x will become negative 3x. We copy negative 10 equals 0. Therefore, our quadratic equation from the roots x equals negative 2 and x equals 5 is x squared minus 3x minus 10 equals 0. Okay, so it's super easy. All you have to do is just work backwards. So I hope you learned from my video, and if you do not forget to like and share my videos to your friends. And the most important thing, do not forget to subscribe. So thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you again next time.